break we took,
Yep, yep.
but a lot of since we've been around, a lot has transpired. Basketball season is in full force. The NFL season is starting the real season, as some of the players like to call it, is starting up. And then we got college football, um, and probably the craziest amount of jobs to be open. Like, could you remember at any time where they got Florida LSU open, and like those are two jobs that everybody talk about with Lane Kiffin, obviously because he want to stay in the SEC and he want to stay South. But people are forgetting that like Penn State is sitting right there.
Yeah.
Penn State's sitting right there, which is an excellent job for somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Compared
Absolutely.
to other jobs that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Lane Kiffin is the guy. I think he's gonna take. It look like he's going to end up at LSU, and Florida gonna have to look on to another spot. And then you got this crazy playoff thing where they got the 12 teams, but like people dropping out every year, every week it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
And next weekend is rivalry weekend, or this weekend is rivalry weekend. So we're gonna see even more. And then we get to the conference championships, that's gonna make even more people fall out.
Yep.
But I mean, Ed, you can add more to that, but we not exactly a college football show, but we definitely wanted to touch on that. Like, as far as the jobs open, have you seen any market like this before? Like with Florida and LSU open at the same time?
Not the big jobs. When you talk about big jobs like you said, Penn State. I think Penn State, to me, I take the Penn State job over the Florida job. Me personally, I've lived in PA.
Way more
They
stable situation.
Right, way more stable situation. Recruiting solid. They got great facilities. I think James Franklin had a lot of great talent. Just couldn't get the job done. I think Florida would be a lot more work that has to be done. Lane taking the LSU gig, like you said, which is looking like he's gonna take it. I mean, you just look at the history of LSU, the players that have come through there. That's a no brainer, right? The NIL money he'll get, you got to take that job if it's open. Oh, I know he loves Ole Miss. He's building it up. They probably gonna make the playoff this year, but you can't pass up a job like
Well,
LSU.
well, that's the thing about Lane Kiffin. He's such a scoundrel, right? Like he's such like just born on third base, think he hit a home run type of guy. And I don't think he ever wanted to stay in Ole Miss. Like it was just I had to rehabilitate. Remember, he was once the hot young commodity, the genius in the making or whatnot, and got
Hmm.
the Raiders job young, then went to USC, was
Hmm.
fired literally on the tarmac,
Hmm.
coming back from a game, like, and then now he's rehabilitating himself and his image because I mean he is. I think to know Lane, probably he has a lot of friends that think he's nice, but I don't think you would ever want to employ or work with Lane.
I don't think he like Brian Kelly status, but
No, Brian Kelly's a terrible human being
right. That's what
in
I'm
the
saying.
barbershop. He's a
That's what I'm
terrible
saying.
human being as your football coach. He's
That's
a
what I'm
terrible
saying.
human being as your husband, your
That's what I'm saying.
father,
That's what I'm
your
saying.
the car wash manager. Like he's just a terrible human being all the way
Yeah,
around.
yeah. I think Lane. He's always been an offensive guy. Anytime you come up with a guy like Nick Saban, you gonna get jobs, right? And especially if Nick in those rooms, definitely talking about him, right? You got to
Yeah.
get this guy a shot, right? And like we talk about all the time, it's all about opportunity, right? You got the opportunity to go to
Remember,
Ole
Nick
Miss.
fired him too though because he was
Yeah,
looking at them other
yeah,
jobs. Like you know
for
what, brother, you
sure.
can go.
Yeah, for sure.
We're good.
But the one thing about Nick, it ain't personal. It's business.
Nah, it's
This what
business
you
for sure.
doing? Hey man, I love you, but this how I'm
Yeah.
moving over here, right? So it
As
ain't
long as you
personal.
handle business, we good.
That's it. So nah, man, I think but no, never been a time where big jobs are open like this, and um he'll go to LSU for sure. I think if I'm a coach and I've got the choice between Penn State or Florida, I'm choosing Penn State all day over Florida. Florida, you got a little more work you got to do to get that thing going. But it's an exciting time, man. This playoff is going to be crazy. If Texas can beat Texas A&M, I think they play themselves in the playoff. I think if Michigan can beat Ohio State,
Michigan beat Ohio State, they should be in the playoffs.
They're in. Ohio State won't be out, but I think Michigan will play themselves in. So I think UT, with the up and down season that they've had, if they can beat A&M, to me, A&M has been the best team in the country, right? They beat, they went through the gauntlet of the SEC. They beat Notre Dame on the road. They should be the number one seed, in my opinion, at minimum number two, right? But it is what it is. Texas A&M will still be in, but yeah, if Texas can win, if Michigan can win, I think you pull out like Miami. I'd pull Miami out of there, and maybe drop out another team. But you beat the number one team in the country with Michigan and the number 3 team in the country with Texas. You definitely should be in the playoff for sure. Now the advantage that they have, those two teams have, is Texas is at home and Michigan is at home. So they got a chance.
Yeah, and listen, validate your top seeding. Like if you're really a top 5 team, it don't matter where you playing, especially when you playing a team that's outside the top 15, or Texas probably. Where's Texas? Like 16th? I know Michigan 18th, right?
No, we 15. We're 15.
Y'all 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 15. Texas, and I think Texas like 13. They're a little bit ahead of us. But yeah, I mean, looking at it, I'm looking at it now. Like, I get Miami up out of there, and I would probably pull like I think they got Tulane at 12. Like, come on, man.
Well, the issue I got with the Miami thing is that they got Notre Dame so high, but these two teams played each other and Miami won.
Right.
So if they had the same record and they played each other, I don't care if it was early. Y'all played. The games count. I'm putting Miami ahead of Notre Dame. Like, no matter what. Once we get into head-to-head, y'all played each other. No matter what unless they have more losses, right? Like, yeah, they got 5 losses, but y'all got the same record, and they beat y'all. Nah, dog. We're not talking about nothing else. Like, don't win that game, you're good.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think OU, like, if Texas beat Texas A&M, I pull OU because Texas did beat OU at a neutral site. So I would pull OU out, and then if Michigan can win, I would pull Miami. If you gotta have Tulane in there, like if you want that one Cinderella in there and you want to keep them in there, I don't agree with it, but if you gotta do that to make it fair, then it is what it is.
Yeah, this ain't basketball, dog. Like,
I'm with you. I want the 12 best teams.
Shiny, yeah, man. Come on, man.
I want the 12 best
teams.
Stop
lying to ourselves, dog. Yeah. Tulane go out there, you just look at them out there on they walkthrough, and then you look over down the field and you look at Ole Miss. Those are 2 different sizes of players just walking around.
Right.
Like, come on.
Absolutely.
Dog.
I agree.
Y'all might have 1 or 2 guys that's nice like that, but they should just separate it, though, Like, it should be the Power 4 and their little deal over here, and then make a little thing over here for these schools, market it up. Like, just make it 2 separate things. They can still play each other in the regular season, but make the postseason tournaments 2 separate leagues of things. Like, why lie to yourself? Tulane's never winning a national championship. I don't, especially now in the day of NIL where they just stealing all your players. Like, you can't even get your guys and develop them up a little bit.
I would agree with you if it wasn't an NIL time where players can just move how they move. I would agree with you. But the way these players are moving, a lot of these players is going where they can play, right? So if you're a lower end school where you can get a good group of guys, like look at IU, right? They number 2, but before Sid got there, they was 5-6 win team. He brought guys over from James Madison where he was. Yeah. He brought like 10 guys over. Like, James Madison ain't, come on now, bro. They ain't. I don't even think they're a top 100 school, but he bring 15 guys over to IU to play in the system with some of the same recruits, and Bro, he got in the playoff last year. He gonna get in the playoff this year. Hell, they might win the Big Ten title.
Listen, dog, and I feel you, but tell his ass to take all them same guys back to James Madison and then try that shit then. They gonna get blown the fuck out.
But that's
Like
my
once you get
point.
to IU, then you get
No,
an IU level
I'm
training and all that
I,
shit. That's what
I'm
I'm
with
saying.
you.
Like the big schools need to go over here. IU is part of that club that's over here. I'm talking about when they be trying to put in these, like you said, two lanes. And I'm just talking about the smaller schools. I don't even know which ones got football and which ones don't no more because there's just so
Right.
many of them. And like you said,
Yeah.
them players come from what over here and they get developed and stuff like that. But when they collectively together, they still need to have that ingredient of, yeah, I'm out here running with some 4 or 5 star recruits with me though. We can't
Hmm.
just be all of us over here 2s and 3 stars and we think we doing anything. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Right.
you though.
But that's my point. He brought a bunch of twos and threes to IU, bro. They was a 4 or 5
Mm-hmm.
win team. They had
For
threes.
sure.
They had 3-star school. They ain't become a 4-star school until this year,
No, no,
right?
I mean you're right.
And to me, it's because of the coach, right? And I
No, for
feel like
sure.
if you got a coach that's savvy enough that could go to one of these smaller schools and can go recruit from somebody, let me go grab a handful of these guys that's really good at these small schools. Let me go get the best player in JUCO, the best player in D3, bring y'all over here. Hey, you might could cook up something. And I'm gonna tell you this, right? My last point on this is, who
Mm-hmm.
messed this up? Boise State a few years ago when they beat Oklahoma in that big bowl game. That's the thing. That's what they want to see. They want to see these smaller schools get off a couple wins, and then that's a Cinderella story, and then that's what's gonna prove this thing out. Like where it's like, man, this is
Oh
why you
yeah.
gotta, and then they're gonna be talking about what maybe you gotta bring more small schools in because look at what this team did. It's only a matter of time. I mean, we only on year 2 with this.
Mm-hmm.
I think by year 5, 6, I'm willing to bet you'll have. I won't say playing for the title, but I would say you'll have a small school that at least gets to that Final Four. It's
I
tough.
don't know,
It's
man.
tough. I'm with you because you like
In
you
football.
like me. Them big schools, it's in the trenches, and
In the trenches, dog.
them big dogs in the
It's
trenches.
in the
No, I'm with you.
trenches, dog. And you
I'm
might
with
have
you.
that one day where they can get that one upset, and like you said, like against Oklahoma. And I had to do research on that game, but I'm willing to bet like Oklahoma probably has some guys like, yeah, I'm going to the league, bro. I'm not playing this. Like, is it for the championship? No, I'm out. I'm good.
Yeah,
We moving on. So,
yeah,
um, yeah, yeah. I think, yeah. Like I said, for the one time that we get that though, like we're gonna get that 1 year probably, but the other 5 years is gonna be them getting steamrolled in the first round, and it's like a bye
yeah,
week for the,
yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like
I mean, but
that's
look,
why
but look at Arizona.
I don't
Look
think
at
the juice
Arizona
worth the
State.
squeeze.
Look
Mm-hmm.
at Arizona State last year. Like they almost beat Texas.
But that's
They
still a
don't.
Pac-12 level. Where are they at now?
Arizona State. They impact.
They're the Big
Arizona
12
State.
now, right?
They're in the
They
Big
in the Big
12. Yeah,
12. They in the Big 12.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
still Power Four. I'm talking about the small. I ain't talking about
Like
the ones that's in the Power
okay,
Four. They all
okay.
eligible. I'm talking about the ones outside of the Power Four conferences, outside the Big 10, Big 12, ACC, and SEC. I'm talking about
Got
them
you.
schools in conference. Sorry to say, but you understand it's Ball State. If Ball State next year has a great season and they go
Mm-hmm.
10-1 and they played Michigan close to a 7 point game, like, yeah, let's put them in. They getting
Mm-hmm.
steamrolled most likely by a SEC team first round.
Yeah, for sure.
Juice ain't worth
For
the
sure.
squeeze.
No,
Like
for
just let
sure.
them
But I
have
mean
a
you
champ. But it'd be better off if Ball State played the best of the, you know, non-power four schools and they went on and win that national championship in that circle. I think that's better for Ball State,
yeah.
right?
No, I'm with you. No, I'm with you. Yeah, I agree. I mean, looking at it though, man, and this is this is where you got a really good point. Tulane, they're in the what the hell? They play in the AAC, right? So they play North Texas, Memphis, Navy.
Come on, man.
They're
Come on,
also
dog.
they're also the 24th ranked team in the country, but they got them 12 in the college football ranking. So to your
Just trying to
point,
come on, man.
I get it. Like I would rather have you got Utah, you got Vanderbilt, you got Michigan, you got Texas. I would rather one of them be that 12th
Man.
school, right?
Much rather
Now,
see Vandy out there.
they've lost 2 games. Tulane's lost 2 games, so it'd be different if
Come
they
on,
was
dog.
undefeated. Right?
Yeah,
It'd
you
be different if
undefeated,
they
you
were
rolling.
undefeated. Yeah, I got you. I'm with you on that.
So, we got beef, dog. We got some beef going on. We got big beef. Apparently, so I just read some on this. Apparently, Ja was on the bench and said, we got the real shooters over here, not the one in Golden State, right? After Spencer made a shot. Clay took offense to that and then they got into a little beef. But apparently, what Ja actually meant was, Spencer has a brother that plays in Golden State. And that's what he was referring to, is that we got the real shooter, the real brother here. Right. And he said, not the one in Golden State. And it's like, Clay, you don't play in Golden State no more.
Golden State, right. You ain't in Golden State no more.
How are you taking offense? But it feel like to me, it's two things going on, right? One, people just don't like Ja. I don't think people like Ja. It's just around the league.
It's his own fault.
I think, it's his own fault for sure. I think he's, he came up on stardom really, really quick, and he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and he's a little bit of a jackass, obviously. And two, I think Clay, and you as a light-skinned brother probably can speak more to this than me. We know who Clay dating, and as the light-skinned brother that have that on your hip, you pretty much fighting every day anyway. Plus the fact that you kicked everybody's teeth in for like the last 8 years while you in Golden State. And I think, and it's partially a joke, but it's partially not, because we know all these guys sleep with all the same people. They're all superstars with money, and all of them are we look at Clay from here, and we ain't got near the paper as Clay got or the status or running them circles. Still kind of like, well, why he got that? And I know for sure in the NBA they looking at Clay like, how you get that? How you get that one? And I don't know, man. Just what did you see from the Clay's comments afterwards when he said, Ja didn't say nothing of intelligence, which was hilarious to me, and pretty much called him out for just being not living up to the standard of being a star in the league, which was some real shit that he said in the first place.
Yeah, no, I think Clay just frustrated. He ain't playing like I think he came from that place. Because you got to think, right? If you say we got the real brother in Golden State, one, you don't play in Golden State, and you only comment if you triggered, right? So clearly that triggered him. He ain't been hooping, right? He's in the blogs now. You know how I go, man. When you dating a high profile chick, a Kardashian, Cardi B, shout out to Steph. You dating Meg Thee Stallion, right? Who's, she a bad one, right? And like you said, yeah, because of the color piece, right? They looking at like, hey, bro, like you pull that, and then they flaunting it, on social media. So that's part of. So then that makes a fair game, for him. But I would just say, man, Clay, just focus on you, bro. Focus on your craft. Obviously it's not a great situation in Dallas right now. They fired Nico, Kyrie hurt, and Davis over there looking fat, ain't playing. Is terrible right now, right? He very well could be traded. But Ja, man, listen, Ja's great, but like you said, rub people the wrong way. You ain't living up to the hype. I think the other thing too, you always hurt.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think that's the other thing too, is like, how you on the bench talking shit? Like, what you even talking for? I get you bigging up your boy. You a basketball guy. If I ain't playing, all right, my job is I'm gonna big my team up while I'm over here. Hey, we got the shooters over here. We doing our thing. Woo-woo. I think Clay just took exception to it. He ain't playing well. But he got to grow some thick skin, man. And you just got to get in it. You got to play better. But man, you know how I go, bro. It's a little dust up, little people gonna talk shit. It's basketball. It's being competitive, but to me, it's nothing. Like that's nothing. It was just some trash talk. I don't think he needed to go in the media and call him unintelligent. I don't think Ja with some of the stuff he said, but they gonna make it a story when it ain't a story, bro. Ja, get on the court, hoop, stop acting like a little girl. You getting mad because you getting coached. You probably ain't even hurt. You probably just sitting over there because you mad and you trying to find a way out. But here's the thing, also too, and I think you know this. I don't think these guys. You look at Trey Young, John Morant. They're not gonna get the money they're looking for on these next deals. You know, they ain't gonna get that Devin Booker money. They ain't getting that Jokic money. They ain't getting the Giannis money. They gonna have to take some. They gonna take some haircuts, man. I mean, and a haircut.
It's a trio of LaMelo Ball, Trey Young, and Ja Morant.
There you go. Yeah,
Those three.
they next deals might be 25, 30, if that.
Man. Hey,
These
listen,
GMs
man.
ain't trying to pay them if you don't play winning basketball. I'm not paying you a lot of bread.
LaMelo and Ja both miss too many games, just absorbent amount of games. Put them to the side right there. So I can't pay you that. And Trey, the team's worse when you're here. I don't know
Right.
how else to put it to you, my dude. Like
Yeah.
the team's worse when you're here. Our record is better. It plays better. We gotta let you go in Atlanta. So if you in Atlanta and they added all this firepower with you, and I'm another team, I'm looking like, well, you bring the firepower down. I'm supposed to bring you in to do what? So I don't think it's not only they're gonna lose the money, but they about to lose the stature and the status. We ain't running through everything through you. You know, get it, bring the ball up and give it to this guy, because that's what type of team you about to go to. You gonna have to go to Trey. I think would be a great addition for Minnesota, but he got to first fall in line with the pecking order. You're now the third option behind Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards, maybe even fourth with Jaden Daniels. Well, how he looking this year? He pushing for an All-Star spot.
Right.
And then, bro, you're not gonna be on the pay scale with them. So you're playing traditional point guard now, like, and a lot of four quarters in tight playoff games, you're probably gonna be on the bench because you can't guard. LaMelo and Ja, man, listen, I am a firm believer in, if you plan for the right reason, you putting in the time for the right reason. Like, some guys just have bad luck. I don't think these guys got bad luck. I don't think they be doing the right stuff with their body. I don't think they take care of themselves, and I don't think, and this is just my 5,000-foot view, I don't think that they really play because they want to win basketball games. Like, winning basketball games is on the list, but it's not 1, 2, 3, 4 of their reasons to play, and they don't take it serious enough all the time.
Yeah. No, I agree. So, I think for them, hopefully they get into better situations. But Ja gonna have to be coachable. I think LaMelo, the way he's looked, I don't think he don't look coachable. Of the three though, if I had to say who I think can resurrect themselves and look better down the line, I'm gonna go with LaMelo. Like, I think if he gets in the because he's 6'7", right? He can handle, he can shoot. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like a guy like that, you know, I could see him turning it around in the right situation. I think Ja and Trey, man, it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna take a lot. One, and then two, you got to fall in line. You're not gonna be the guy, right? We tried that, didn't work.
And we see with Ja that he's almost already to a Derrick Rose level of, yo, you need to modify your game now. Like, the injuries have already caught up. You're not as explosive as you were before. I like the bet on LaMelo because his game and the way he plays, he just got to take out of, these 45 footers that he like to jack up, and
That's
he got to
it.
take that out of his game. And I mean, all of them are in. I think Atlanta is moving towards being a serious organization again. I think Charlotte wants to. They just don't know how to, and they're trying to get to that
Hmm.
level. And part of that, how they get there, is getting rid of probably getting Lamelo out of there, and kind of pushing
Hmm.
the keys towards Con Knipple a little bit more. And Memphis, I don't respect nothing that's going on in
C4,
Memphis.
C4, baby. It's
Yeah,
time.
that GM is it's time, bro. It's
Strap
time.
it, strap it.
Yeah,
Yep, yep.
you bringing in like the fact that dog Buddy even went for that of you gonna bring in an offensive assistant to change our system. He comes here and then we change the system and then didn't consult with the star player and then I'm the one to get fired. Like that's
Hmm.
asinine.
That's
Um,
that crazy.
and I think so. The other beat that we got was Kmart and Draymond. I think that this
You
is
ain't said much
probably
on this one, so I definitely want to hear. I definitely want to hear your take on this one because you ain't.
that's,
I don't
that's
think you said much on this
it's
topic. By the
asinine,
way,
man.
they.
Like
By the way, it's still going. Kmart's still going. Draymond only said one thing.
mm-hmm.
Kmart is continuing to go with this thing. I think on the last Gill Arena show, he kept going and he kept doubling and tripling down. Now, shout out to Nick Young. Nick is like riding for his boy. Was wearing a Draymond Green jersey on the show. Like, nah, you tripping. You know, Richard Jefferson, uh, kind of was trying to play peacemaker and give them both their flowers. So yeah, I definitely want to hear your take on this one because you ain't said much.
because it's a non-starter conversation for me. Kmart was a really good player. Kmart is not a Hall of Fame level player. Kmart was never build your squad around this player. Like I mean, he really, I think he got the most out of what his skill set was as being an athlete and stuff like that. But um, and neither is
But
Draymond a
wrong,
build.
but wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, go back on Kmart because I don't think people really go back to Cincinnati Kmart. Like when you was a youngster coming up, right? And I know you love hoops like I love hoops, right? What was your feeling on Kmart coming up when he was
I
in
wanted to go to
college?
Cincinnati because of him.
you feel me?
Yeah,
Like people gotta understand. Like when Kmart, like
Bob Huggins had
dog,
that
you
joint cooking.
man, what you
Yeah,
was borderline like we was borderline Bearcat fans, the black and red.
yeah.
We was already Jordan guys, so we was already rocking the J's. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
but you like, oh, I can get a Cincinnati, and then Kmart go there. He dunking on
Bruh,
people. He made it look good. Like, I like
man.
just so the fans understand, because some people may be like my son Cooks. I don't think he old enough to really understand how good Kmart was. When Kmart was coming out of college, like he was a dog.
Yeah, no, and he was the number one pick, and nobody batted an eye at that. It wasn't no like, yeah, no, you shouldn't take. No, like the number one pick. Um, he's a much better defensive player in the league, but like you said, in college, like he's probably I wouldn't say like on a top 25 list because there's just so many guys, but man, in the last 20 some years or in that time period, in that,
Mm-hmm.
that 10, 15-year stretch, he probably making like one of like the top 15. Like if we did an all NBA list, or all NCAA list from that time, which would probably be a funny exercise to do. Kmart
Mm-hmm.
would probably be on one of them teams, dog. Like that's how
Hell
that's
yeah.
how ridiculous he was in college as a
Hell
defender,
yeah.
offensive guy, athlete around the
Hell
rim.
yeah.
But so I don't. I'm not even. I haven't commented on it a lot in the group because I don't know exactly where this started at. How did it started with Kmart like just going after Draymond, like saying that he wasn't that right?
He didn't mention him on a list. And a reporter asked him, well, you didn't mention Draymond Green. And then that's how it kind of started. Like, Draymond's a fake tough guy. He only go after guys that he know won't do nothing back. He ain't even a good player like that. That's where it kind of just originated. And he just really started going in, right? And for me, right, I'll just say this real quick. For me,
Mm-hmm.
right, and I'm a hoop. I love hoops, right? But I'm also a guy that it ain't all about scoring. And I feel like too many with these so-called quote unquote basketball fans, right? And I think one of our buddies had to tap out of that. Like we had to get him out of that. And I think he's out of that from somewhat. Shout out to Nitty. Because Nitty used to go after Draymond. And it's like, bro, he do so much on the court that he don't have to score to affect the game, right? And I'll just say this, and to me, this is a mic drop for you, Kmart. Golden State don't win one title without Draymond Green, brother. Not one. So while you sitting up there disrespecting this dude, who's a 9-time all defensive guy, right? You can say your era was tougher and had better guys. I'd probably give you that. He talking about Tim Duncan, KG. He's like, oh, I guarded them dudes. And okay, you know what? But guess what? Kmart, you couldn't guard 1 through 5. Draymond is 6'5", maybe, and he out there guarding centers. Come on now, like without Golden State don't win the Houston series last year. Yeah. Draymond had to guard Sengun. Like that's a tough cover, right? Like this dude out there. Kmart, you not switching off on Starberry. You know, you're not switching on. You're not switching nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you played in the post, but man, stop disrespecting Draymond Green, bro. Like this dude's a 4-time champion, well-earned 4-time champion. Like, come on, man.
The transitive properties of like, I guarded this guy, he's a Hall of Famer and better than anybody at this position is like, well, Kmart, like he couldn't even survive in this league today. And it's like, so I seen a video today like Charlie Villanueva sending a shot at Draymond. I don't know what Draymond, how he done rub these guys the wrong way. Like, and this whole, I'm so tired of, dog, I seen yesterday. This is a legitimate thing. A dude on Twitter was trying to say that Gilbert Arenas is a better basketball player than Ray Allen. And Gilbert Arenas has basically tried to validate that. I, from a little snippet I seen, I didn't read too much into it yet, so don't quote me there. Mm-hmm. But these combine players, I would like to call them, of like Gilbert Arenas, is if you put Gilbert Arenas on the court in a workout or like with not stakes involved, and it's not like a team ball, like probably the purest form of basketball, just in the ball with in the gym. Go out there, hoop, no coaches, no refs, just play. Of course, Gilbert Arenas probably look like a all-time guy. Kmart would probably look better than Draymond. But that's not what we judging on. And we play team basketball. Right. We play with referees. We play with coaches. We play with game plans. We play 82 games.
5-on-5.
Playoffs. It's 5-on-5. Like, what happens on the court hasn't mattered. And the low IQ of not seeing how much Draymond does on the court, you could not do the things that he does for Golden State, Kmart. Like, as simple as that. The stuff that they did with their split action and him pretty much being the point guard, he scored 40 points in a finals game. Like, Draymond at his peak was a really good offensive player. He's taking a dip down a little bit the last couple of years, but, I mean, not really good, but a good offensive player. I just don't understand how they look at somebody with 4 rings and then try to demean him.
But to be fair, Ron, he took a dip, but he don't have to be that guy. Yeah, if I'm out there, like if I know my role, is I'm gonna play defense, I'm gonna handle the rock, I'm gonna switch, I'm gonna be the vocal leader, I'm gonna do all these things. Scoring is the last. I think you and I can agree. Scoring is the last thing on Draymond's list, like on his mind going into a basketball game. He ain't thinking about scoring. Now, yeah, if I'm wide open in the corner, all right, you know what? I'd be stupid not to take this shot. I'm hurting the team if I don't at least shoot this shot. You know what I mean? Like, but I think he brought up a stat. He said 46 times Draymond scored 0 points in a game, and 44 times he scored 20 or more. So he said he's actually has more 0-point games than 20-point games. And what I would say to that, Kmart, is he don't give a damn. He don't care. That means nothing to him. He ain't looking to score, bro. Like, he don't care to score the basketball. It means nothing to him. He'd rather have Draymond rather have 10 assists, 10 rebounds, 10 steals than 30 points and 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10. He'd rather do all the other stuff on the court than score the basketball.
And I think you'd agree with this. And this informs a lot of like our discussions and stuff like that around here. What more importantly Draymond would love is the win and a championship more than any other stuff.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
And I would say the same thing about Ray Allen. Even though I don't think like people that saying that, bro, like you didn't watch Milwaukee Ray Allen. Just say that. I don't remember Ray Allen past before the Celtics. Pretty much is what you're saying, because Gilbert Arenas had one really really good year, where on the Wizards, and other than that, bro, it was always leaving more to that you would want out of him, and he just wasn't. He didn't care about winning like that, like. And you can say now, like, well, this happened, and the league wasn't that. And I played for this organization. Like, no, bro, you in charge, and you are in control of you. And we know from the jump, Ray Allen had more success and more attention to detail, and wanted to win more than you did his entire career. That's why he won more than you did. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ray Allen went to Eastern Conference Finals before, and as the number one guy. In Seattle, they stripped the team down, but. It's ridiculous, bro. Like I don't get where we're going with this. It's turning into what you can do and not what you actually produce type of situation.
Right. Yeah. That's why I asked Mo earlier. I said, is it jealousy, or does Kmart really not get it? And I just feel like when some of these old heads go to the points, it's like you don't get like, bro. Do you like really? Or you played at that level and you don't get it? Like you don't get it, bro? Like it's a game of 5 on. It's a game of 5 on 5. Yeah, 100%. It's a game of 5 on 5. And
I wish I was in that Golden State situation.
Rome, you could go out and score 20 points a game for sure. But if your brother Hove is 15 and does all the other stuff, I'm picking Hove. He affects the game more. We have a better chance to win, and that's to your point. That's the thing. If I'm picking 4 guys plus myself, who gives me the best chance to win? Not who can go out and put up 20.
Yeah, I mean,
how is that so hard to comprehend?
And as an individual, you're making excuses for the choices that you made, like. You guys all had a choice to work towards winning more at different points of your career. Right. You didn't, Gilbert Arenas. Like, you didn't care that much. You was bringing guns. You was transporting guns on an NBA team charter.
Right.
You got questions about that, bro. Ray Allen not thinking about nothing.
He's on record saying. He's on record saying he cares more about the money.
On record with that.
You on record, bro. On record, bro.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Brother.
Draymond loved basketball. I don't think nobody would question how he loves the game of basketball. Kmart, you ain't love it like that, bro. Yeah, you was on the Nets team. Y'all went to the finals 2 straight years. Y'all just happened to run into a Kobe and Shaq Laker squad for sure. You did your thing, but okay, what happened after that?
Nothing. You went to the finals back-to-back years. I don't think they won. I don't think they won a game in them 2 finals, did they?
No, they got swept. They got swept both years.
Really do.
Draymond been to 6 NBA finals. 6,
bro. 6, bro.
6 NBA
He got
finals.
a defensive player of the year, and he's always all defense. He got a defensive player
9-time all defense.
Yeah, and they probably gave 2 of his trophies to Rudy Gobert for no reason.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
So they gotta move off that, man. Like y'all got. I don't know where the Draymond hate comes from exactly. They got to move off of that. real quick, because we running behind a little bit.
Yep.
We
Yep.
want to touch on these Pistons real quick. We're going to touch on
Yes, sir.
Lions, Eagles, and just where our just state of where our two teams at. And then we can just, I
Yeah.
know we missed a couple of weeks. We're just going to give our top 5 quarterbacks playing right now.
Okay.
So it appears the Pistons have their number 2. And we've discussed it. I don't think anybody's seen this coming exactly like the way it came along this year. If Jalen Duren is going to be a force to reckon with offensively and making the moves that he's making off the bounce, he's getting 3-4 lives at the rim, it seems like, a game. So that's just like, you can just write in 8 points off the rip for the Pistons. Like, just put those on the scoreboard real quick. He's going to get those.
Mm-hmm.
He's making post moves. His defense has improved immensely. Like, he was legitimately a bad defender his first couple of years. Like, you can get whatever you want. Just put Durant in the action. You can get whatever you want. But now he's an asset both ways. And because the league has moved away from this traditional big, he's having his way with the league right now down there. Like, there's nobody, like, on a night-to-night basis, you can walk in there and you're walking in there with, like, Alex Sarr at the 5. And it's like, bro, he has nothing for that monster down there tonight. He has nothing for him, right? So now you got your number 2. You got Cade. Replace the veteran pieces that you lost from last year. You replace them with 2 more. Ron Holland's gotten better. Isaiah Stewart. I don't like Beef Stew and all his antics and stuff, but I give credit where it's due. He's gotten better as a player. He look like he's gonna make an all-defense team this year. And,
absolutely.
And this Jenkins cat just might be the point guard that y'all been needing. Now everything changes, and you just need Ivy to just fill in as a number 3. Like, that's how the Golden State thing came about. Like, you found Steph. You found Clay as like an offensive number 2, and then you found Draymond as a defensive number 2. Now we need to fill out some veterans, and we're good. We're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
If you're the Pistons, sitting where you at right now, how aggressive do you look to be as you headed towards the deadline? Not even foreshadowing to the deadline, just as we moving along, how aggressive are you gonna be? Because you got young pieces that people want.
Yeah, no, for sure. Frank and I were on we had a conversation. We was talking till like 2 a.m, and I was telling him, I think, I'm not saying you got to go do a deal, but you got to listen, right? You got to listen and see what's out there, and I think you got that Tobias expiring deal that you can play with. And then you got some young pieces you can throw in. I went to the game on Monday. They played the Pacers here in Indy. They looked good. I would say Asar, man, he plays defense. So, like, it's so easy to him. Like, Nembhard was so frustrated. He like, dude, get this dude off me. Like, I mean, he's just, Durant, they all look comfortable. Like, even to your point with Beef Stew, comfortable, right? Just super comfortable, right? And I'm my wife and I, we probably was like 5 rows from the court, so we super close. Like, I can see everything. Like, I'm
you can hear
looking at the coach's huddle. I can hear everything. I'm looking at the coach's huddle. I'm everything, right? And they just look, they understand who they are as a team. Jaden Ivey still got to get his feet under him, right? So I'll make a true assessment of him probably after 8 games or so. But he's definitely getting to the rack. He blew a couple bunnies, couple lays. But I think that's just legs. We'll see how he shoots the ball. But I still think we need to look at some shooting. I get it. We're not shooting the ball particularly well. Our defense is offsetting that. We're forcing a lot of turnovers. But and this is what I was trying to help Frank understand, because he was like, "Oh, well, look at OKC situation."
Talk about anything with OKC, I don't want to hear that shit. They are playing a different game than everybody else.
I hear you, but to his point, they got the 1 seed. They won the 1 series, and then they got eliminated by Dallas the next series, right? So what they do? They went out and got
Hartenstein
and Caruso, right? And what I was trying to help Frank understand is, I said, okay, that's a reactive approach. As a GM, right, I should be able to see things down the line, like where it's like, all right, do I feel like I got the team? Because this is what I'm trying to help everybody understand. The Pistons can get to the NBA Finals. It's wide open enough. Mm-hmm. So why settle where we're like, oh, well, let's just get to a second round or Eastern Conference Finals and then make moves? Why do that when you can do it now, right? I'm not saying give away the farm, but if you can take that Tobias expiring deal with some of these young pieces and get some shooting, I would do it, right? Some more shooting or a nice player, do it. But in my opinion, Rome, to your point where you say Durant is a 2, I don't think Durant is a 2. I think Durant is at best a 3. I don't think Durant is a 2 to help us get to an NBA Finals. We are not an NBA Finals team as constructed. I think we definitely need to make some moves. Man. I'm not saying it's got to be a big splash. Mm-hmm. He's doing well. I mean, 28 minutes, 20 points a game, almost 12 rebounds. He's killing it. But he's going to play a few more minutes. He has a tendency to get in foul trouble, right? And then we got to go to beef student. So it's like I see him as a solid 3. Go out there, he's at 20 points. I think that's going to dip to probably more 17, 18. He's going to be somewhere in that range. Definitely got to rebound the ball. Definitely got to block shots. He's not a 2, though. He's a 3. Let's see. I'm not in the Ivy camp. I don't think he's a 2. Let's see what happens. I think could Durant be a 2, but we go out there and get some more shooting and we form a really good team around that and get to the finals? Yes. But I think long term, can he be a Jay Will? Can he be, some of these other 2s out in the league long term? No, I don't think so. That's my take.
The only thing I'll push back on that is this. With Durant, because like how the NBA is and stuff, like your style has to make the fight in a lot of different ways. And the way the Pistons style is, again, a lot of identity to how Detroit is as a city. They're tough as hell, and they're playing inside-out basketball. And because like the numbers might not look the same, but I think they have to be prepared for how our style is. Our playoff games, you can't get 100 in to beat us. Like I think that's what it's going to look like is when you play the Pistons, if you can get to 100 points, you got a really good chance of winning. If you don't, then you're probably going to lose. And with that style, what helps that style is having a big man you can feed and slow down and muck up the game and make somebody have to get. There ain't these long rebounds. We just going back and forth. It's, hey, we got to go in here and get this rebound because he's offensive rebounding at a great rate. And he's just beating us up down there. He's getting our bigs in foul trouble. Like that, those type of things that don't exactly like one show up in like the hitter of a summary. Those are the type of things that his number 2 impact will be on the team. And because there are no other centers like him. Like legitimate. I'm really trying to, like, Miles Turner is a 3-point shooter. He don't want to go down there with him.
No, absolutely not. And
Jared Allen does
Miles
not
Turner
want to do that with him. He don't want to do that with him.
No, but think about how he's getting his points. Is he going to be able to get those points the same way come playoff time? You see what I'm saying? You catching live. Like we're going to be playing a lot more half court. You know what I mean? And we ain't dumping it down to JD where he's catching, posting up, backing down. He ain't doing a whole lot of that. Tobias is posting up, Cade post up. He was abusing Nembhard. Like I couldn't understand why Rick kept putting Nembhard on him. I'm like, bro, he needs some more bricks in his pocket if he gonna try to guard Cade. Like he tripping. You know what I mean? Like you got to get him off of him. That's
a big dude.
That's
man.
child abuse.
Cade
right?
is a big dude.
He's a huge bro. He huge, bro. I'm like looking at these dudes, man,
Yeah,
and
man.
I like
Cade, man, is a
DJ.
big dude.
Yeah, DJ picking up full court. I mean, they are a super confident team. I just think come playoff time, like JD ain't getting a lot of them lobs playing in the half court. Like it's gonna be more so, hey, we move the ball. I might be able to throw you a couple here and there, but we need somebody that can, again, K can get his. We need somebody else that can go get theirs when we need a bucket. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't outside of K, Asar don't have a shot. He can get to the cup though. You know, it's really on Ivy. Levert was getting to it, but I mean, you playing Indy, they're a 2-win team. You know, he had a good game. I was talking to a fan behind me because Levert played in Indy, and he was talking cash. He was like, "Man, Levert suck. He ain't do nothing for us. Now he out there looking cold for y'all. You know, da 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 da." And I'm like, "Hey," but he was out there. You know, he was getting to it. You know what I mean? But you need somebody that can. Hey, when we need a bucket, who can get to it? And that's what it was for Kate at the end of the game. I hated we dumped it to Tobias, the first one. The second one, we went to who the hell did we go to? We went to somebody, and I'm like, no, we went to Levert, the second one, and I'm like, yo, and then Cade ended up closing the game out. I'm like, JB, that should have been the play from jump. You should have went to Cade. Cade, go shut the door on these dudes, and that's why Cade was so pissed at the end of the game. He like, oh, we did a horrible job closing the game out. Yeah, no shit. You should have had the ball and closed the darn game out.
So I just think when you look at Ivy's situation, if the way we were looking at it before is like Durant just kind of like a nice piece, decent center, and then you need Ivy to be like a J Dub type, and then you got a SGA type of and Cade. I think the dynamics change when you throw in the fact that you got Cade first, you got Durant, who like they're yin and yang, and they play off each other and feed each other. Then now Ivy's the number 3, and it's like you don't have to hunt for no shots for real. You really can pick your spots, and you're not the emphasis. You know me, I'm a coach. Like I do game plans for a living, and you only got so much capacity of game plan when you got one guy that's doing this much. And then you got to worry about this big here. Yeah, we're gonna spend some time on Ivy, but it's not gonna be like a concentrated amount of time. It's like you're gonna be able to flow in and out where you need to be, and I think that just opened up because I think he's going to be an NBA player. We're not looking for like it's not the question of can he be just on the court in the NBA. It's really where your ceiling at. Where the ceiling is lower for number 3 than it is for number 2. And if Durant could bring that fire inside and double digit rebounds, and he's if you throw it down to him and they have to react, and he don't have to score a bucket, but every time we throw it to him, the defense has to say, okay, shh, hold on, dog. You know what I'm saying? If they have to do that every time without him scoring a bucket, that's number 2 behavior. He don't have to score 1 point.
No.
Last year he getting it on the post. How was the reaction? Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead, dog. Handle that. Now he getting on the post. It's like, hold on, dog. Hold on, dog. Like that right there is enough to be number 2 and can affect the game enough. And the Pistons got that now. I'm not opposed to trading for something else. It's just that they're so hot. The East is so vulnerable. It's like, do you want to mess up, to even try to shuffle the deck and mess up the chemistry? I don't think you do at this point.
I don't think Tobias has played enough. And like you said, we got enough young pieces where you can, if you, like I said, you're not desperate for a move, but I think you put some fillers out there. You take some calls, you listen, like, all right, no, we good. But if something pops where it's like, okay, that's a little, I like that. Let me, AJB, what you think? You know, if I'm coaching,
there's gonna be some players ready to move, dog. It's gonna be some C4 around the deadline. There's gonna be some C4.
If they stand pat, and you say JB's the number 2, and come playoff time, you dump the ball to JD, you gonna have to show me, dog. You going 1-on-1. You got to show me.
Oh, for sure. But this is the thing, though.
You gonna have to show me.
But this is the best part about the NBA, and this is why we don't have a lot of upsets, is because the season is so long and it's not random like baseball. Like, hey, this guy missed the first 3 months. He was our starting pitcher. Now he came back, and now our record got better, and we just got to the wild card. But he's so cold. Now we're going to the basketball ain't like that. If he continues this through 82 games, then more than likely that's what you're going to get to in the playoffs. Like for big man, is more consistent too because they get shots closer to the rim. For shooters and guards, guy can be out there averaging 27, 28, like Jordan Poole in that one finals, killing all season. Got to the finals. Oh man, no. I wasn't ready for this. For big man, it usually like like dude get 20 and 10. He got 20 and 10 for you in the postseason. I just think think, like you said, around the fringes. Let's look around the fringes. The obvious spot you want to upgrade right now is Tobias Harris. I like Jenkins at point guard.
Man, love him.
That change of speed guy. Ivy can run some point. Obviously, Cade is playing full-time point right now. And LeVert can do that.
Yeah, I'm definitely dangling Tobias to see what's up.
Oh man, Tobias is out of there. So to close out, who wants to go first? And do we just want to bounce a discussion back and forth about where the Lions and Eagles are right now? Because I don't think neither one of us are particularly happy about our status in the league. Other than the fact that we beat y'all, that's like the only saving grace for me.
Yeah, no, I'm not. The only thing I would say right now is we got to run the ball more. Frank and I was up talking about this too. Like, and this is what I want people to understand, right? Because we dogged Matthew Stafford, right? Dogged him, and he went out and he won a Super Bowl, right? And he's cruising to an MVP right now, right? 30 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The problem is Jared Goff is not the problem. When you we got to call better plays. When you and Rome, you know this because y'all ran the ball very, very well last year, right? It wasn't always about these big plays. And I think right now we're trying to do too many big plays. Where the Detroit Lions are effective is you run the ball, it's 1st and 10. You run the ball, you get 2-3 yards. 2nd and 7. You run the ball, you get 2-3 yards. Now you in 3rd and 4. And guess what? That defense has now got to worry about, damn, they might run it again. And if they run it again and get 2 or 3 yards, guess what? They going to go for it on 4th down. And Jared Goff ain't back there just patting the ball all day. It's crossers, something quick, boom, right? And he would throw 28, 30, 32 passes a game. Bro, I did the research the other day. This dude's throwing like 40 times a game. That is a recipe for disaster for any quarterback. And this is for all you casual fans out there. Just so everybody understand. No quarterback wants to be in 3rd and 8 and 3rd and 9. There is a 30% conversion, 30 to 35% conversion rate on 3rd and 8 or longer. Why is that? Because it takes longer for the receiver to get up and run to the sticks and make a move. That is not a Jared Goff problem. Okay? That's not a Jared Goff problem. Yes. Would we want him to have legs and extend the play more? Sure. But Tom Brady ain't have to do that. And he did just fine. Dan Campbell. So I say all that to say this. Dan Campbell, if you're going to call plays, you got to do a better job, bro. Demo need to touch the ball more. I get it. Gibbs is balling. He's dynamic. Man. But David Montgomery needs to be in there running the ball.
There's been a lot of discussion about the fall off of Saquon Barkley in the chat. There's been next to zero discussion about David Montgomery. Like he's been almost non-existent. Like
he ain't getting the ball.
I mean, call it what you want. Like I get it. And Gibbs has taken another step up. I don't know what it is. It's not the Sonic and Knuckles of the past, though, for sure.
No, for sure. And they got to get him. Demo can get us 2 to 3 yards every time to where we're in 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Guess what? Them defensive ends, if I'm in 3rd and 8, what them defensive ends doing? They getting wide and they teeing off. They
gotta think
teeing
about
off.
it.
We coming to
Ain't
get
even
you,
think
right?
about maybe
If
I
it's
gotta
third,
hold up and fill a gap. Like, nah, I'm going. I'm going straight for you.
you see what I'm saying? Which is, and these defensive end, Rome, they so smart now. Look at how Jordan Davis played against us when y'all played us. He will rush, but he watching golf at the same time. He watching his eyes. Oh, he throwing it this way. Let me let up a little bit. Oh, he about to throw it back down. Like these defensive linemen are smart. They ain't always 100% just rushing.
No.
Like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all gotta be smarter than that. Like, Jay Goff is not the problem. Dan, you gotta call better plays, baby. You gotta get Demo in the game. He gotta get some of this just running the ball and get us in more of these 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 4s. And that's when I think you'll see like our offense continue to flourish and do the things we do. We've been in way more 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. That's why Goff been getting his head took off, getting sacked because it's too much 3rd and long.
Yeah, and y'all follow. I mean, I just don't trust Goff when he falls behind and now he got to make plays and is pressing. I just don't know, man. Like he seems like he presses a lot. Um, he doesn't feel pressure a
If
lot.
we in 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, give me Jay Goff. The stats prove it. When we in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, yeah, he's got to sit back there. You know what I mean? It don't matter who it is, you got to sit back there and you got to let the play develop. And again, he already can't move.
Yeah.
So do your quarterback a favor and run the ball.
So he asked, "Do you think the season over if the Lions lose tomorrow?"
We're not losing tomorrow. Bet the house on that.
I don't bet against the Lions on Thanksgiving. I'm from Detroit. I've seen enough of miracles on Thanksgiving.
We're not losing tomorrow.
I would never
bet the house
personally. Merc
bet the
house.
Green Bay is not Green Bay. Merc, call me. Merc, I'm waiting for the text. Call me, Merc.
So the Eagles. This is just there's a saying in the X-Men 97 series, and the gentleman right over my shoulder, the lady said Magneto was right. And in this case, AJ Brown was right. Was right. The offense is broken. It's been broken. And even though he ate last weekend, he's a wide receiver, so he's a little selfish. So he probably felt a little satiated himself. But I know he wasn't comfortable with losing the game, especially the way we did lose it, because they could have ate all day. Like that could have been a 200-yard game for AJ and a 150-yard game for Devontae. And Theo, we are running the most hitches in the league by far. Like after they released the stats before the game of us being like 2 times the amount of hitch routes, and then we came in on 43 dropbacks. We ran 69 hitch routes between all the wide receivers in the game. It's just incompetent offensive design, bro. Like I don't understand how they haven't just like downloaded a Madden playbook and it's like, okay, we're gonna just run this shit and just put it together. Like nothing streams together. Everything is like, oh, we gonna get Devontae the ball on this play. It's like, how is that offense, bro? Like it's like a basketball play they call it, and it's like we getting him the ball on this. Well, that's not how this works in the NFL. Like you gotta have some stuff where, yeah, we looking for this, but if that's not there, this is there. And I think Jalen did not have a great game at all the last couple of games. He looked like he needs some coaching and better tutelage behind him. And I don't know, man. If this ends up like 2023, Nick and Kevin Petula will be gone. Vic Fangio is going to retire as the defensive coordinator for the Eagles. But if they end it, I'm telling you, dog, they're not going. Jeffrey Lurie is not going for this. He's not. I don't care. We won a Super Bowl last year and everything, but this seems to be
fired,
bro. What they're gonna do? What they'll do again is this. Okay, get your boy out of here, and we're going to go find you a coordinator again, and he's running the offense. And then we're going to be stuck in the same cycle because he's going to come over here and like, oh my God, look at all these pieces right here. Oh, I can do this. We'll be good again, and hopefully we don't get a lot of injuries to mess up our season. We'll be good again. Maybe win the Super Bowl, go to the Super Bowl, NFC Championship, but it'll look better than this. That dude will get hired as a head coach somewhere, and then back to Nick hiring a homeboy again. This has literally been the cycle of my life the last 4 years. Right or wrong?
So let me ask you this. No, I agree.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Y'all, like, dude, I got to give it to you. Y'all defense, y'all got some dogs.
For sure.
Like, and I'm talking every level. Y'all got some dogs.
There's only one hole on the defense.
I like how
opposite. That's opposite corner to Quinyon. That's the only hole.
Yeah. Y'all got some dogs. I do like the way you could tell. I watched that game. You know, Dak was dropping back a little bit further to make his throws. I did like that. I did peep that adjustment. I was like, oh, okay, I'm rocking with that. If your offense doesn't get better, right? All right, let me ask you this. On a scale of 1 to 10, give your offense a grade.
Right now today?
Number grade. 1 to 10 right now. Right now today.
I got 5. Yeah.
Okay. So in order for y'all, let's say minimum NFC championship. In order to get to at least an NFC championship, your offense has to go to what?
Just a 7. Bro.
Or do you think
just
y'all can get to an NFC championship at a 5? So at a 7. Okay.
We would need a lot. Like,
okay. Is running the ball better a part of that 7?
Oh no, yeah, the complete. I'm not saying about passing game. Yeah, I think it needs a complete overhaul. Like if we get a new coordinator, he's going to bring better. We run inside zone 90% of the time.
Okay. I feel like for y'all to y'all got I feel like it's how can we run them? Because it's the same thing with y'all. Y'all like to go for it on the 4th and 1s and the 4th and 2s. But I feel like in order to have that, you got to be able to run it. So I feel like Nick's got to figure out, man, how can we run the ball and be more efficient running? More into the 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Because, bro, y'all operate, it's the same. Y'all operating a lot of more than us, but y'all operating a lot of 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9.
A lot. Jay, that's all we are in. Like that's all we ever are in.
And slants. Even on that one play where y'all could have got a first down, dude, he literally looked at AJ. He ran like a 3-yard slant. AJ, like the corner jammed AJ, and he literally looked off and was like, "Oh shit, where I'm gonna go?" And by that time, he was on his ass. He was sacked. So it's that was a huge red flag for me.
Because they ran everybody. AJ was the only person trying to make an actual play, and he just got jammed up. But all the other 3 wide receivers that was out in routes all ran hitches on the biggest down of the game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. I'm so tired of it. So that's crazy, man. I never thought we was repeating just because that's just not a bet that you make. Like it's hard to bet that your team's going to win the Super Bowl for the first time ever with the favorite squad in the NFL. To think that you're going to repeat is really, really tough to think. I think we got a chance, but you got to have a lot of luck. A lot of stuff got to go right. I don't think it's going to happen. I just hope that we don't lose to somebody that I hate. Hopefully it's like the Seahawks or somebody. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't have to hear anything from nobody. I don't have to and it's not like a bad upset. We win the first round and then we had to go to Seattle or we lost in Seattle. It was tough. We was on the West. We just come up with these excuses and figure it out. But if it's upset in the first round, 2-7, the Lions upset us in Philly. It's oh my God, dog, are you fucking kidding kidding.
You won't hear. You wouldn't
The only thing worse than that is Dallas upset us in Philly in the first round. That's the only thing that's worse than that. That's the only thing that's worse than that is Dallas upsetting us in the first round. So,
yeah.
We got to go. We got stuff to do. Appreciate y'all coming out and listening. We'll be back on Friday, Black Friday, with more.
Hold on, top five. Hold on. We got to get that top five real quick.
It, dog.
Get that top five real.
I can't.
You on time?
Yeah. I gotta get upstairs real quick. Yeah. We're gonna do it on Friday. We got top five for you on Friday. All right, y'all.